Assalamualaikum students. I hope you are all fine. Now open your social study smart social study book of class 3. Now we are going to read our chapter number 2. Our our chapter number 2 topic is map. Map is a drawing which is necessary to draw to construct any to construct anything. Here now we start the reading of a map. Map can be defined as a drawing of any area. It could be a classroom, your house, the area you live in, your city, country, or whole world. A map is a basic is a drawing on a paper which show how to construct a area. If you want to construct a building, you need a map. If you want to construct even a classroom, you need a map. Or it is a kind of a map we can if we search anything, any place in a country, we can use its map. And if we, and it should be it will be a whole world map. If we want to study about countries, about oceans, here is a map, is a picture of a map. You can see there are some symbols are used. The symbols are used of map when we are searching of a place. So it is a railway. It is a sign, a symbol of railway. Here is a railway road, and this is a sign of road. Here is a road, and it is a sign of lake. It is a lake, tree, house, post office, and hospital. It shows the symbols which where these things are found when we are go this that place. And here is a as a direction keys: north, south, west, and east. Okay, now we are reading the topic of globe. What is globe? Globe is a map of whole world. Globe is a round model of a earth. It is in a shaped of sphere which has three-dimensional round figures. Dim- dimension means it's a solid, it's a solid body which show the map of a world, because it is not a paper. It is made by a solid thing. It has three-dimensional round means it has three rounds. We can move it here and like towards, like we are searching of other countries and oceans there. Okay, globe are you have you underline these lines. You are saying that I underline these, so you have to underline. You Our globe demonstrates the earth rotating on its axis. What is an imaginary line through the middle of the earth? You can see that if we you can see that we can easily rotate it, like it rotates on its axis. And it is an imaginary line which called equator, which divides the earth into equal parts. Globe are most accurate way to represent the surface of the earth. However, as compared to map, they give less details and information. Globes are the most accurate. If you have represent the where is the area or surface, but it is not give us any detail like each country, because there are so many countries in the each in seven continents. So it is not possible in globe to in explain form of map. So it is a whole map of a world. You have to underline these lines you are seeing in on your screen. Okay, come on the next page. Here the topic is the features of map. Features of map. Title. First of all, we are titling the map, which map we can draw. Produce a brief description of what the map drawn. It is a description ke how we which kind of map is drawn. So you have to underline this line also. Symbol. Symbols are used to show important features to map like road, rivers, or capital cities. it is show how which things when we are passing, when we are reaching that place, what if which things are come in our way. So symbols are too much so much important. And this word is legend. You have to underline legend, legend. Map use keys or legend to explain the meaning to each the symbol used in the map. The keys usually show a small picture of each of the symbols used to on the map along with a written descriptions of the meaning of each symbol. We are using the keys, but which keys for what which purpose are used? So the legend is make it easy to explaining it. Like this key is used for beach, this key is used for lake, this key is used for river, this key is used for stream, this key is used for park or reserve, this use volcano, this key is used for mountain range, this key is used for mountain peak. Scales. The actual size of a country or or city, any physical features cannot be shown on a map. As this map are small, therefore everything drawn on a map is several times smaller than it is actual size. You have to underline the definition of definition of the scale. What is the function of scale? Why the function scale are used? Scale is a measurement of any place, because we cannot draw the actual size of things on a map, and we cannot even draw the size of roads, how miles are there, because we can draw a map on a on a paper, so it is not possible. So we use scales in our map. A map scales help us to work out actual length of a area on a ground or a real distance between the 2 points. You have to underline this line too. It can we can use with the help of scale we can find out the what is the actual length between the two places in given in the given map. In 1 inches on a map is equals to 10 miles on the ground. Can you calculate the distance between river or a airport? It's mean if a 1 inch line draw on a map, it means equals to 10 miles. A body a person who goes to the place. If a person may move from one place to another, so he knows about it. I have to travel 10 miles. Here is a picture. There is a question, so can you calculate how what is the distance between river and the air river town and the air town? It is a it draws a 2 inches line. So it means it's the distance between river town and airport, it's 20 miles. So it's mean that okay, this in the scale we use for 20 miles is 2 inches. Here is a symbols: lake, mountains, town for dot, airport for aeroplane drawing, river for this wavy line, and forest for these kind of trees are drawn there. It's mean these and the scale is for 1 inch. It means 0 to 1 inch means to 10 miles. So there is 2 inch line. So it means the distance between river and the airport is 20 miles. So turn your page. Here is also if something another thing which we can draw on, which can we can draw on map is directions. Directions are used to give the exact location of a map on a place of on a map. There are two directions. You have to underline the definition of direction. Directions of which part look at from south, east, north, west, where it is. There are two types of cardinal, cardin, cardinal, and intermediate directions. You have to underline this line also. These are the cardinal directions are these are north, south, east, west, like you show in this picture: north, south, west, and east. But what are the indirect directions? The point in between the cardinal directions and intermediate directions. These includes northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. It's mean that a place where is present between north and west. Then we can say that the place is located between northwest. So these direction is called intermediate directions. Okay, there is knowledge for you. A compass rose is is a figure you on a map that displays the direction. Here is it is from it is like a compass needle which show the directions, because compass needle is used to construct where is north, south, and east. Okay, here is a map of a world. You can see it. Okay, students, now I hope you can understand the chapter very well. Now we are going to the next page, page number 13. There is a work page for you. These are the question number one is fill in the blanks. You have to fill blanks with yourself, with your own self. This show how you listen my lesson very carefully. You can listen my lesson carefully or not. Here is a draw the match figures of map their correct name. Asia. What is Asia? Asia is key. Asia is title. Asia is scale. Asia is title. Yes, this is the key. You can draw lines with key. This is scale used for map. So you have to join with scale. What is neat lines? Yeah, if some lines are drawn on the map. These are called neat lines. And this is a compass rose which show the direction. So you have to join this. Okay, turn your page. Here is a question for you. Here you draw a map of your classroom. You have to draw your classroom map. Draw a symbol for following school. How a symbol of school you can make river, mountain, and volcano. At the end of the chapter, there are some vocabulary words for you. Title, title, symbol, symbols, legend, 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 globe, globe, imaginary line, imaginary line, dimensional, 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 scale, 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 length, 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 distance, distance, actual size, actual, actual size, size, size. Here are some questions for you. You have to give the answers. Guess the answer. What the answer of these questions are? First question is, why do you think a title is required for a map? Do you think? Yes, title of a map is required for a map to recognize what type of map it is. What are symbols on a map? What is direction and how many types are there? Direction show what is exact location of a place. Two types of directions, cardinal and intermediate. Define intermediate direction. We can read the definition of intermediate. Write three different features of globe and map. I hope you get the answers from your class, from your chapter. Best of luck. Laugh well.